Welcome to Live at 4. Mark is off today. Brady Mallory is filling in. Hello there.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to have you along. I appreciate your help.
Oh, I'm happy to help, so put me to work.
Okay, we have a busy show ahead. Here's what's topping our headlines on this Thursday. A surprising national development. Bill Cosby has been released from prison after his conviction was overturned, but it may not be the end of the legal battle for the former entertainment legend.
And the budget has almost made it to Governor Evers' desk. Our Naomi Coles will tell us about the options the governor has to make last-minute changes.
Good news today, if you're a Bucks fan, Giannis is not hurt as badly as he could have been. Thank goodness. That is good news. But is his knee healthy enough to play at all for the rest of the way? We'll answer that question coming up in just a little bit. But first, let's take a look outside today. Are you loving this heat and humidity?
I am. The humidity is kind of hard on my hair, though. You know, if you think it's big now.
I have the opposite problem. Mine just goes flat. But the weather words today, turning less humid. Dana is out on the patio. Hi, Dana.
Hi. My hair looks like a lion's mane when it gets too humid for us. So this is good news for Brady and I. We're backing off on the humidity just a little bit. Still muggy right now, but as we look ahead to Thursday and for Friday, it won't be quite as humid outside. A few clouds moving overhead, a lot of sun mixed in also as we look over Platteville. We do have a few isolated showers for parts of Iowa County and the very northwest corner of Dane County earlier this evening, seeing a few raindrops coming down, but certainly a overall calm afternoon and evening. Just warm outside. 82 in Madison, 88 in Janesville right now with dew points climbing up for us through the evening. We really won't see a drop of those dew points until we get late overnight and into tomorrow. Tomorrow, partly sunny and less humid outside. High temperatures will be close to 80 with those dew points dropping back quite a bit also. So we're expecting a pretty nice Thursday, and that trend with just warmer weather and drier weather will carry us into the weekend. As far as traffic conditions, the Beltline overall fairly smooth. No accidents to report, but we do have a few slowdown spots due to construction, both east and westbound right now. The interstate through Rock County and Dane County, north and southbound. No delays for us this afternoon. And downtown Janesville looks good, just the construction areas that we're moving around still for downtown. 26 minutes to get from Janesville to the Beltline, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton and Sudbury to downtown. A quick 9-minute drive this evening. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few.
All right, Dana, we'll check back in just a little bit. First at 4, Bill Cosby is once again a free man.
Well, today, Pennsylvania's Supreme Court overturned Cosby's sexual assault conviction. The man, once known as America's Dad, was the first celebrity tried and convicted in the Me Too era. Elise Preston has the latest.
After a stunning court reversal, Bill Cosby has been released from prison. Pennsylvania's highest court overturned the 83-year-old sexual assault conviction on a technicality.
This decision will be criticized far and wide, even though the lawyers would tell you it is a correct decision. He was not found not guilty. He was not now innocent.
Cosby was convicted in 2018 of drugging and molesting Temple University employee Andrea Constan at his suburban Philadelphia estate in 2004. But Pennsylvania Supreme Court says Cosby should never have been charged because a former district attorney made a deal with the comedian. In exchange for testimony in a civil case brought by Constan, Cosby would not face criminal charges.
Bill Cosby relied on that promise. He could not take the Fifth Amendment to say that he could incriminate himself because he was never going to be prosecuted.
Cosby was sentenced to 3 to 10 years and vowed to serve his whole sentence rather than admit wrongdoing or remorse. At least 60 other women stepped forward with stories similar to Constan's. 5 testified at Cosby's highly publicized trial. The High Court said allowing that additional testimony tainted the jury, despite a lower court ruling that it was appropriate to show a pattern of abuse.
Bill Cosby will be forever tarnished. He does not go back to being America's dad.
So far, prosecutors have not said whether they will appeal. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Attorney Gloria Allred, who represented many of the women in the Cosby case, says today's decision is devastating for the accusers who bravely testified. The city of Madison faces a lawsuit over its newly created Police Civilian Oversight Board.
The law firm involved says it racially discriminated against a white man who wanted the spot on the board to hold police accountable. Jamie Perez shares what's all in that lawsuit. Jamie.
So the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty is representing a white Madison man who says he was rejected from a spot on the board because he is white. He said the Police Civilian Oversight Board's requirements to be made up of certain races is unconstitutional and un-American. Madison City Attorney Michael Haas said the whole point of creating the board is to help communities of color who have been marginalized for so long and to hold our police officers accountable.
City Council took a lot of time to really carefully think through the representation on the board. And as I said, this is not simply to help communities of color, although that's an important goal. It's to help our police department and our government, our society in general. We want to be able to hear all voices and give everyone an opportunity to contribute.
That lawsuit has several goals going forward, including disbanding the current board and re-electing in members without their race being considered. Now, coming up tonight at 6, we're going to hear from the man himself who said he was rejected from being part of that board and what his attorneys have to say about it.
Thanks, Jamie. Well, today marks the last step in the $87 billion state budget process before it reaches Governor Evers' desk. The bill includes more than $2.5 billion in income tax cuts, but only $128 million in new education spending. Debate in the Senate is expected to last for hours well into this evening.
The most restrictive yet and could fundamentally reshape what he can.
It's a process months in the making, and it could mean income tax cuts for most of us.
Naomi Coles is at the Capitol with what to expect next. Naomi?
Once it clears the state Senate, which should happen later tonight, the governor has 6 days, not counting Sunday, to decide what to do with it once it reaches his desk. Now, he can sign the whole thing, he can veto the whole thing, or the most likely option, use his partial veto to strike out parts of it that he doesn't like. It was once the most powerful partial veto in the country, but a decision last year from the state Supreme Court proved one of the most restrictive yet and could fundamentally reshape what he can and cannot do. Now, I'll be explaining at 6 o'clock how that could impact something like how much you get in income tax cuts and how there's no consensus yet for the future of this important power.
We will see you at 6. Naomi, thank you. Workers at the Janesville Huffcore manufacturing plant rallied outside of the facility today, protesting a decision to close the factory down and move the jobs to Mexico. Earlier in the day, Senator Tammy Baldwin met with some of those workers. A California investment company purchased the company and said they would end production there.
We need to fight back. We need to have some rules of the road so that these private equity firms have some skin in the game when they do when they purchase companies like Huffcore.
The 100,000 square foot Huffcore facility has been in Janesville for 120 years, with many workers having more than 20 years of service at the plant.
A not guilty plea has been entered for the former Madison radio DJ charged with child pornography. Matthew Jackson Jones stood silent in court today as a not guilty plea was entered on his behalf. During the hearing, the judge also allowed Jones to see his children under certain conditions. Jones has been charged with 10 counts of possession of child pornography. Well, it's day 7 of the search and rescue operation at the site of the deadly condo collapse in Surfside, Florida. Teams recovered another 4 bodies, which brings the death toll to 16, and at least 147 others are still missing. A week after the disaster, crews are using search dogs, electric saws, and sonar equipment as they methodically sift through the twisted metal and debris.
Very difficult to move any of the large concrete slabs. We're seeing them, they're pulverized underneath and crumbling as we're trying to move them.
Storms could develop in the next week, which could add to the danger. The former building inspector, who said the tower appeared to be in very good shape in 2018, is on a leave of absence from his current job. Officials had promised to convene a grand jury to investigate and examine ways to safeguard residents in the future.
Former President Donald Trump is at the Texas-Mexico border today, pointing to the recent influx of illegal immigrants through Mexico.
Millions of people are coming in, but we're talking about drugs, we're talking about human trafficking.
The former president took a tour of the unfinished wall separating Texas and Mexico. More than 180,000 migrants were stopped there in May alone. Trump was joined by Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who says the Biden administration's border policies have been disastrous. Along with a flood of migrants has been a flood of illegal drugs.
Texas Department of Public Safety alone has apprehended more fentanyl to kill every man, woman, and child in the entire state of Texas.
With local law enforcement overwhelmed, at least 5 states have committed to sending extra manpower to Texas. In addition to stopping construction of the wall, President Biden has reversed some of President Trump's most restrictive policies. The administration is focusing instead on the root causes driving so many desperate migrants over the border.
Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld has died. The two-time defense secretary and one-time presidential candidate had a reputation as a skilled bureaucrat and visionary of a modern U.S. military. But he was highly criticized for his role in the long and costly Iraq War. Regarded by former colleagues as equally smart and combative, patriotic and politically cunning, Rumsfeld had a storied career under 4 presidents and nearly a quarter century in corporate America. He was 88.
The House has passed a resolution to create a committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
House Republicans had urged their members to vote against the measure, but 2 crossed party lines and voted with the Democrats. Natalie Brand reports from Capitol Hill.
They broke the glass. It's been nearly 6 months since lawmakers hid from attackers on the floor of the House. Now they voted to approve the formation of a select committee to investigate the deadly January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol.
I remember the terrifying banging on those doors.
We will uncover the truth.
Another measure to create a bipartisan panel resembling the 9/11 Commission failed in late May in the Senate due to lack of Republican support. House GOP leadership recommended a no vote on this latest bill, citing ongoing investigations from law enforcement and congressional committees.
It appears as though this select committee is being done purely for political purposes.
The family of fallen Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick and other officers who were there that day were among those who had pleaded with lawmakers to form a commission. They and representatives of the Capitol and Metropolitan Police Departments were in the House chamber Wednesday.
We must go forward.
Under Speaker Pelosi's
Well, Attorney General Merrick Garland says police have arrested 500 people in connection to the January 6th storming of the U.S. Capitol. One of the Republicans who voted in favor of the select committee is Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who said in a statement, the American people need and deserve a full accounting.
Well, millions of Americans on both the east and west coasts are facing another day of scorching temperatures from 2 separate heat waves. It's all because of 2 domes of high pressure on opposite sides of the country. Children in New York City cooled off in spray pads as temperatures soared. People in Maine headed to the beach, where the humidity is making it feel like it's 100 degrees. And in Rhode Island, paving companies cut short their work because of the conditions outside.
We called it a day after about 1 o'clock, just to give everybody a break, get home, hydrate properly.
And in the Pacific Northwest, record-breaking temperatures have cooled down a little bit in Seattle, but Spokane, Washington is expected to see triple digits each day through Saturday. NASA released an image of the heat wave in the Pacific Northwest based on thermal infrared energy from the Earth's surface. The extreme weather may be tied to at least a dozen deaths in Washington state and Oregon.
Well, hey, we have some good news for Bucks fans.
ESPN reports there is no structural damage to Giannis Antetokounmpo's left knee after he hyperextended it last night in the Bucks' 110-88 loss against the Atlanta Hawks. His timetable to return is unclear, however. The series between the Bucks and the Hawks is tied at 2 games apiece. Game 5 will be in Milwaukee tomorrow night. I think everybody just held their collective breath when that happened. Hope he'll be back.
Yeah. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, a rock icon and a member of the 27 Club and his interesting connection to Madison.
Freelance Madison magazine writer Kurt Stream will join us to talk about the untold story of Kurt Cobain and Nirvana in Madison when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Dry eye symptoms driving you crazy? Inflammation might be to blame.
Time for ache and burn.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those will probably pass by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts. Talk to an eye doctor about Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Oh no. I mean, I think they look good, man.
Smooth. They are a little tight.
Like, too tight? Might just need to break them in a little bit because you don't want them too loose.
For those who were born to ride, there's Progressive.
True.
With 24/7 roadside assistance.
Okay. Think I'm gonna wear these home.
Excellent choice.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Milk, 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 yeah. Guzzle milk, drink it all. Make a milk waterfall. Cookie milk, stack it tall. Milk with no rhythm at all. Make you run fast milk. Stay awake in class milk. Pour it by the glass milk. Is that a mustache milk? Boom, 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 base milk. Smile in your face milk. Go for the goal before you know you going all the way milk. Milky high, milky hay. I hope you have a milky day. Live your best life milk. You out this world, Milky Way. Put you on the spot milk. Question, got milk? Show us what you got. Hashtag got milk.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Well, you can find all sorts of things besides books in the library, things like movies and music CDs.
But you know, in Lexington, you could also find a bunny. What? Well, Happy Day the Bunny was being fostered in the library's children's section as part of their summer reading program. Well, Tales and Tales, which is all about reading stories about animals, Happy Day would play with visitors and occasionally wander the shelves, like right there.
So she would sit in your lap and you could pet her for ages. The kids would sit around in a circle and she'd come out and, you know, say hello to everybody and we'd hold her. She was extremely handleable and I miss her.
I think we need a newsroom bunny. Well, she went back to the pet store this week and a pair of baby guinea pigs took over.
It's such a great idea. Well, we have the news hounds.
That's
so
true,
we're pretty close.
Well, you almost certainly know the frustration that Americans receive nearly 130 million robocalls per day.
Yep, but a deadline today should actually help cut down on those calls. Major U.S. phone providers must adopt a technology called Stir Shaken, which validates a call and means the number that you see is legit. It's hoped that Stir Shaken will significantly cut down the number of robocalls that we all receive, but it won't completely stop them. Spam callers can buy legitimate 1-800 numbers or go through overseas phone companies that don't have Stir Shaken. And that is why you should never answer a call that you don't recognize.
When you pick up your phone and the scammers know that you're on the other end of the line, they mark you as someone who could potentially be a victim one day. And they actually sell your phone number to other people saying, hey, there's someone on the other end of this who's willing to pick up.
There are added ways that you can hang up on scammers. Many companies offer apps with extra protection that can help make sure that the calls you receive are real. Stocks ended the quarter at record highs today, powered by technology stocks. The Dow gained 210 points, the Nasdaq lost 24, and the S&P gained almost 5. Well, the band Nirvana was virtually unknown when it first came to Madison as an opening act in 1989.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain and company would return to record Nevermind at Smart Studios with Butch Vig, forever linking Madison to one of the most acclaimed albums of all time.
Freelance writer Kurt Stream shares the story in the July issue of Madison Magazine. It's on newsstands now. That's the cover photo right there. And Kurt joins us this afternoon from his home in Seattle. Hi, Kurt. Good to see you.
You too. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Yeah. How hot is it out there today?
It was 107 on Monday, so it was the hottest recorded temperature in the history since they started taking that down in the 1800s.
Oh my goodness, well hang in there. Before we talk a little bit about this fascinating story, tell us a little bit about your story. You were born and raised in Madison, Madison native, and how long have you been living in Seattle?
Seattle area, about 15 years. I should mention this is actually the first time I've been on Channel 3 News since 1983. I was featured in a story about libraries when I was 3 years old, so this is exciting.
Welcome back.
It's come full circle.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us how you got connected to this story. How did you and Nirvana cross paths?
I was Generation X, so the band had a large impact on me growing up. I've always kind of been fascinated with their connection with Madison. I used to be a sound guy at OK's Corral, where Nirvana played for the first time in 1989. So I've always heard about that gig and been fascinated with it, but only really knew the basic timeline. So the pandemic hit and had suddenly a lot of time on my hands, so I just started reaching out to people, and a really good untold narrative started taking place.
Yeah, and from what I've read, you know, the song Polly on that album, recorded here in Madison, and you know, the way it sounds like it was in a basement studio on East Washington. Could you get that sound from like a big Hollywood studio?
I'm sure you could. I mean, I think for that one in particular, Kurt just had a $30 guitar that he bought from a pawn shop and just quietly recorded it with Butch and Madison. They recorded 8 songs there, and that's the only one that made it to Nevermind. So it's pretty special as far as songs that made it to the album.
Were you there when they first came to Madison for that opening act?
I was in Madison, but I was 9 years old, so probably couldn't make it, or my dad wouldn't take me to that one.
Well, where did you get access to some of these never-before-seen pictures that we're getting to see for the first time in Madison Magazine?
I guess I have a knack for finding stuff, and I just got connected through a bunch of people. And the week Kurt Cobain passed away, there was this small blurry photo in the archives of Nirvana, and it said it was taken in Madison, and I looked all over for any kind of photos of them in Madison without any luck, and I just emailed the person who wrote it for the State Journal way back when, and he connected me with a list of people that might have had it, and then I tracked them down, and sure enough, he had it and still had the negative, so it was a pretty special find.
Have a lot of people been surprised by this connection that Nirvana has to this city?
I'm sure there's been. I mean, I think a lot of people know the basics timeline of them coming here, but it's just the little details I kind of wanted to capture in the story before they disappear in time. So it's really happy with how it turned out, and lots of little tidbits that I think people would find pretty interesting.
Congratulations. It's a terrific read. Yep, we're showing the cover of it right now, and hope you get a chance to come home back to Madison sometime soon this summer. Cool off a little bit, although it's not that cool here either. Kurt, great to have an opportunity to talk to you. Congratulations on the article.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Well, the chances are you probably use your smartphone as a camera.
When we come back, Consumer Report shares some tips to have you taking pictures like a pro. Hopefully they're going to teach me how to do a selfie, because I cannot do a selfie. That's coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it around my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip in your mouth for 30 minutes.
I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth. The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm gonna gag or I'm gonna go play football.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Show off your white smile this 4th of July and call for your 5-minute solution. Order Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free. Plus, you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin? If you can help heal your skin from within. With Dupixent, adults saw long-lasting, clearer skin and significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
Well, take a look at this. Usually fathers put their little ones to sleep, but in this family, it's the opposite. Little Ollie is wide awake as his dad, Tristan, is, well, sleeping like a baby. It's a regular occurrence in this house, and Mom has other videos to prove it, like this one. Both of them have successfully made it to bed, but Dad is the only one asleep. Or this one where it looks like Tristan fell asleep while feeding Ollie, and Ollie fell asleep while getting fed. So maybe Dad is just trying to lead by example here, you think?
Yeah.
It's so adorable. It's absolutely so adorable. Sometimes it works.
They look very comfortable, so everyone's having a nice time.
You're busted, Dad.
Well, grab a telescope and turn your eyes to the night sky. Today is International Asteroid Day. The day marks the anniversary of the largest asteroid impact in recorded history. In Siberia, Russia, on June 30th, 1908. What's now known as the Tunguska explosion explosion. International Asteroid Day was created several years ago by a diverse group of 4 people. That included Brian May. You know, he's the lead guitarist for the rock band Queen, who also happens to be an astrophysicist.
That's interesting.
Because why not? Well, the day seeks to raise awareness of the threat posed by asteroids when they fall to Earth as meteors, and calls for a massive increase in monitoring of asteroids. The United Nations has formally recognized International Asteroid Day.
And we have a bonus day today. Governor Tony Evers has named today Barry Alvarez Day across Wisconsin. After 3 decades with the Badgers program, Athletic Director Barry Alvarez, as I'm sure you've heard, is retiring, and today is his last day. So what did he do on his final day as UW Athletic Director? Well, he went to the Brewers game.
Yes.
Barry brought along his grandson, Badgers tight end Jake Ferguson, who threw out the first pitch at the Brewers versus Cubs game. Alvarez arrived at Wisconsin in 1990 as football coach and became athletic director in 2004.
If you're going to retire, that's the way to do it.
That's exactly the way to do it. Brewers fans really happy today. Gary, not so much.
Oh, yeah, we heard about that.
It's a little grumpy in there. But yeah, I think overall a pretty good day for baseball, and certainly a great way to retire, to be out on the diamond and enjoying the nice weather for us. We have sunshine, a few isolated showers passing through, but overall this afternoon, not too bad. We'll take a look at what's ahead for the weekend right after the break.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to dentalnow.com to see how easy it is to save on dental bills.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Overall, a lot of sunshine this afternoon, but also a few light showers passing through. As we look at our Doppler track, we have seen a few little isolated showers move through southern Wisconsin, and we're going to hold on to that slight chance for a few raindrops this evening. No need to cancel plans. These little isolated cells are popping up and fizzling out pretty quickly. I think you might feel, again, a few raindrops and then things drying out for us overnight. Just a brief slight chance for us over the next few hours. Aside from that, we're really backing off on our our rain chances as we look ahead to Thursday, and of course staying dry through the weekend. Mild temperatures expected for Thursday and Friday, pretty close to average, if not just a little bit below, right close to 80 degrees for our afternoon highs. Once we get through Friday, though, it starts to heat up. Heading into the weekend and for the 4th of July on Sunday, it is going to be quite warm outside, starting to see high temperatures creep into the low 90s for the first weekend of July. Overnight, our skies will be partly cloudy. Again, that slight chance for an isolated shower just in the next few hours for this evening. For tomorrow afternoon, we get to enjoy partly sunny skies and high temperatures in the upper 70s, very close to 80 degrees for Thursday. Now, as we look ahead to the weekend, plan on plenty of sunshine for Friday. The same goes as we head into Saturday and Sunday, and that's really throughout the state. So if you're traveling this weekend to enjoy the 4th, know that we're going to have nice sunny skies all the way for Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. Temperature-wise on Sunday, that's really when we're going to start to climb up into the 90s. A little bit of a warm jump in our temperatures, not just for Wisconsin, but for much of the country, actually the northern portion of the country, trending above average with our high temperatures as we look ahead to that 6 to 10 day outlook and our 8 to 14 day outlook, which pushes us into the middle of July. Very likely that we will be seeing temperatures climbing back above average into a warm stretch for early and mid-July. Off to the west, also expecting a similar setup with the warmer air really settling in. Partly sunny skies for tomorrow. It is going to be a little less humid outside, though, so it'll be a little more comfortable. High temperatures will be close to 80 in the upper 70s for us in Madison. We stay in the upper 70s for Friday, holding on to those partly sunny skies through the rest of the work week, and then we hit the weekend. Then we get to enjoy mostly sunny skies, not as much of a cloud coverage for us on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is the 4th of July, and high temperatures will be in the low 90s. It is going to be warm outside for Sunday and a little more humid also for the 4th of July. So for those of you who have outdoor plans, as many do, making sure you stay quite hydrated and using a lot of sunshine or sunscreen for the weekend, since it is going to be so sunny outside. For the work week heading into next week, temperatures continue to trend above average. It is going to be warm outside, and we're also going to see a better chance for showers and thunderstorms to build in. Scattered showers likely for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then falling back to more of a chance by the end of next week. But toasty and humid. It's July.
The 90s are back.
They're settling in. Yes. We'll get a few more warm days, I think, looking ahead through the next month.
And have we made a pretty good dent with all of the rain that we've had?
Tomorrow the official map will come out, what the actual drought status is, but we overall have made a pretty good dent, especially along the western edge of the state, but there are still some areas that do need more rain. It's been so spotty and so hit or miss with the heavier showers. We're not completely in the clear yet, but yes, making a bit of a dent in that deficit.
That's good news.
That helps. Thanks, Dana.
Thank you, Dana. Well, we've been following the journey. You probably have seen it here on Live at 4, of that family of 15 elephants who escaped from a zoo in China.
Well, they've been on the move for more than a year, and they show no signs of stopping. Tina Kraus shares this update.
It's the March of the Elephants, captivating China and the world. Drones buzz overhead as Chinese authorities track every move of their mammoth cross-country journey, all day and all night long. Loudspeakers blare, warning residents to evacuate. The elephants are coming. And in some places, they're coming close. This policeman says if we disturb them, they may go on a rampage. The family of 15 has raided kitchens for food, reportedly dunked their trunks in wine at a farmer's house, and devoured fields of crops, causing more than $1 million in damage. Experts aren't sure why the elephants left their nature reserve a year ago. While it's not unusual for pachyderms to move small distances, this herd has trekked more than 300 miles.
They didn't know where they were going. They're just moving around, trying to find a place that works for them. And I think they haven't found it yet.
Until they do, the wandering elephants will keep scientists wondering just where they'll end up. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
I'm not sure anybody knows exactly where they're going. Do we know where they're going?
I don't know if they have a map or anything. Maybe they're just having a stroll and just checking out the sights.
Well, all of the videos of the elephants splashing in puddles and playing in the mud, they have all all gone viral on social media.
Yeah, people are really rooting for those elephants. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, Consumer Reports shows us how to take the perfect picture.
And then coming up next hour at 5 with the recent hit and run on East Washington Avenue. It's under fire once again. Our Christina Laurie will take a look at speeding problems headed out of downtown. That's at 5.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for, but surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
I'm so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Ahead at 5, the city of Madison is being sued over its Police Civilian Oversight Board. Hear from the man who filed the lawsuit and why he says the board is unconstitutional.
Humidity will drop for tomorrow and Friday with high temperatures around 80. Very warm to hot and humid weather returns this weekend with no rain expected. My first warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, Senator Tammy Baldwin meets with some Janesville workers as they protest layoffs at Huffcore Manufacturing Plant. We'll have that story for you tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Well, there's a look from our Edgewater sky cam. It's a few clouds in the air, but it looks like a nice day. Can feel the humidity from here.
Yes, you can.
Well, if you are like a lot of people, you're probably taking more pictures than ever before, but not with a traditional camera. You're probably using one of these, your smartphone. And those built-in cameras, lenses, and editing tools, they're more sophisticated than they've ever been.
But the latest features are only great if you know how to use them properly. Consumer Reports has some tips. Here's Leah Lynchide.
If you've ever taken a bad photo with your smartphone, you're not alone. And while today's smartphones have many advanced features previously seen on higher-end cameras used by professional photographers, you may not know much about them or how to use them. Take portrait mode, a popular feature offered on many phones. What does it really do?
It uses the bokeh effect to blur the background, which really makes your subject pop.
To use it, tap the word portrait under the viewfinder, then tap on your subject so the camera knows what to focus on. Pro tip, some phones even let you add this effect after you've taken the picture.
Another great feature is night mode. That leaves the shutter open longer to let in more light.
But you'll need a steady hand to get the best results. To hold the camera still while the shutter is open, try locking your elbows at your side, or better yet, use a tripod. Another tip from CR, avoid pinching to zoom on your screen and instead use your camera's optical zoom if you've got it. That's the telephoto lens labeled as 2x or 3x on your screen. If you don't have it, get closer to the action or take a wider shot and crop the photo later so you don't lose any resolution. And if you're in the market for a new phone, the good news is you don't have to spend a lot to get a quality camera. Aside from the pricey, top-rated models from Apple and Samsung, there are more budget-friendly models with cameras that did well in CR's ratings. Apple's older iPhone XR and the OnePlus 8 are good options. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Lynchide.
I learned something there.
Yeah, have to go try those out.
Taking good selfies, though, as we were saying earlier, can be tough. Holding your phone up high to get a good angle and pressing the button at the same time, I've never been able to master it.
And then I've dropped my phone on my face before.
No.
Well, Consumer Report says there is an easier way to activate the shutter remotely with your smartwatch, for example, or most phones give you a timer that gives you 3 to 10 seconds before the picture is snapped for you. So you can focus on, striking your pose instead of hitting the shutter button.
All right, good luck to us. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Welcome into the beautiful Berry Ridge Farm here in Wanakee. I'm joined with the Endress family. We have Randy and Ava. So you work alongside many of your family members, and truly farming means family for so many people out there. What does it mean to you?
It's just really great to work with your family. You develop that pride and passion for the industry. Ava's very fortunate to work with her dad, her uncles.
Well, I think it's a unique way that I can have a purpose, and I'm able to work with like my siblings and also my uncles, and they can teach me, and I can be an advocate for the dairy industry. That's so important, especially as I'm coming up as like a teenager.
So my brothers and myself are third generation. Our father farmed here, his father started farming here.
What is your favorite way to incorporate dairy into your own diets?
My favorite is on pizza. High quality mozzarella on cheese pizza is really good.
That's a great answer. Ava, how about you?
Well, I think it's important, especially as like an athlete, to take it and use it to fuel your body, since it is so important. But also, it's a social thing at my age, like going to grab ice cream or custard or something like that.
Randy, how are you helping the environment right here on this farm?
So here at Berry Ridge Farms, how we're helping the environment, we're really excited. We partnered with a group of local farmers, and we're sending half our waste product from our animals to a local digester, which is turning it into natural gas that's reducing our carbon footprint.
Cheers to both of you. Cheers to June Dairy Month. From Berry Ridge Farm right here in Wanakee, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. Cheers.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display in Escape, 5 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best-in-class gas torque in a Ranger? You've got it. And now an extra $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
A good night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhafels. During Steinhafels' 4th of July mattress sale, we have all the best brands in stock and on sale, so you can try before you buy. Plus, with Steinhafels' special 60-month financing and free delivery, buying a new mattress has never been easier. And with Steinhafels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Right now, we don't have any accidents to report in Dane County, which is, of course, always good news. A few delays, though, along the Beltline east and westbound. Things slowing down just a little bit close to John Nolan and then closer to Fish Hatch. Things slowing down as well. But downtown Middleton, no delays for us this evening. The interstate north and southbound through Rock County and Dane County right now, all is smooth. And downtown Janesville, we still have plenty of construction, but no other delays for downtown Janesville this evening. From Janesville to the Beltline, about 26 minutes. and it's 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton and Sun Prairie to downtown. A quick 9-minute drive for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Well, do you need something to make you smile today? This'll do it. A panda cub is having the time of her life rolling around with her new toy, an empty basket. The staff at the Kinling Panda Breeding Research Center in China captured video of this cute game, which, as you can probably expect, has now gone viral. The facility in China is the third largest panda breeding center in that country, with 32 artificially bred pandas that are currently being kept in captivity. They are like little kids.
Yeah, it's like the kids with the boxes on Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah. You can buy an expensive toy and all they want is the box.
Exactly. Well, hey, the pandemic has led many Americans to make changes, from a new job to some home improvement projects.
And now doctors are seeing growing interest in a laser procedure. Michael George explains.
Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Jessica Blumberg is hoping Dr. Mitchell Chasen can make her tattoos disappear.
Especially after going through a pandemic with working from home, raising 2 kids. That year, I matured so much that when I look at the tattoos, I'm like, oh, I'm not that person anymore.
Tattoos have grown in popularity. A 2019 survey found 30% of Americans had at least one tattoo, up from 21% in 2012. And Dr. Chasen says he's busy taking them off.
During COVID time, the number of people coming in desiring tattoo removal has exploded. A lot of people have more disposable income. They're not spending it on trips, they're not spending it on cars, they're not buying new clothes to go out.
Tattoo removal sessions used to take up to an hour, but now with new laser technology, a session can be over in just seconds.
Here we go.
Simple art is treated quickly, but can require 3 or 4 visits to remove. Color tattoos take longer. This one will need at least 6 sessions. Blumberg is using stimulus money to help pay for her procedure.
So I figured let's use the stimulus check towards something that will, really help me change how I feel about myself.
A recent report from Kenneth Research predicts the global tattoo removal market will grow to $4.8 billion by 2023.
As fast as people are getting tattoos, which is exploding, we're seeing the number of people getting them removed exploding even faster.
Costs vary depending on the size, depth of the ink, and complexity of the art. Removal prices can range from several $100s to several thousand. Michael George, CBS News, Martinsville, New Jersey.
Interesting. I wonder if that's painful.
Yeah, it looks like it's really fast and effective, but yeah, the pain thing, I don't know.
I know. We'll be right back.
During the 72-hour Summer of Sleep mattress sale at Ashley Home Store, save up to 60% off doorbusters. This deluxe Serta is half price, plus $500 in free furniture. Save $1,000 instantly on your choice of Sealy or Perfect Sleeper. Now just $6.99. Ashley Home Store.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xydra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xydra! No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xydra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xydra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xydra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xydra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xydra. Not today, dry eye.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour Stars and Stripes weekend sale just got better. Save up to 60% off doorbusters. Plus, no interest financing for 5 years means you pay as little as $25 a month for complete rooms you'll love. And take up to a bonus 10% off our sale prices. Ashley Home Store.
Ahead at 5, how a 2020 court decision might fundamentally reshape the governor's partial veto power for this budget. And Bill Cosby has been released from prison, why the sexual assault conviction was overturned at 5.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Another sunny evening for us with just a slight chance for possibly an isolated shower or two passing through. Otherwise, dry weather really kicking off for us tonight and continuing all the way through the weekend. Mild temperatures for Thursday and for Friday will be trending pretty close to average actually for the next few days before a warmer setup really builds in by the weekend. And heading into the 4th of July, we will start to climb with temps in the 90s here again soon. Now, we do have, again, a few isolated showers at the very southeast corner of Dane County right now near New Glarus, seeing some steady rainfall coming down. Otherwise, again, plenty of sunshine. It's still quite warm outside. Our temperatures today reaching the mid-80s in Madison, 88 in Janesville right now, though, and 83 in Platteville.
All right, Dana, thank you. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. We'll be taking your pet calls with veterinarian Dr. Carrie Donahue.
And we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and test drive the Ford Mustang Mach-E. No big V8 engine. It's powered by electricity.
That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Aloha, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting News 3 Now viewers on a tour to the Hawaiian Islands October 19th through the 28th. Enjoy the tropical scenery on Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. We'll pay our respects at Pearl Harbor, view Volcanoes National Park, and discover unique sea life at the Maui Ocean Center. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for information on how you can attend a virtual travel show or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
In today's Final Touch, a flying car has flown from Nitra to Bratislava in its latest test flight.
Well, the air car is at a prototype stage, but the designer says this week's journey is an important step on the way to mainstream production. Soaring into the skies is the Air Car Prototype 1, a flying car that inventors Klein Vision hopes could be the transport of the future. Piloted by company co-founder Stefan Klein, it's completing a milestone in its development. A 35-minute flight from Nitra to Bratislava International Airport. Equipped with retractable wings, a 168 HP BMW engine,